Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Woo! Now, in our last episode, we have been talking to the members of our crew before leaving Kashyyyk. Juhani gave us a terribly sad, depressing story about her parents. We're going to go ahead and see if she has anything else to say before we move on.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Oh, I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Are you doing all right? I mean, it has been an entire episode since our conversation.
I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally.
What do you want to know?
We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, it is, of course, the greatest story ever told.
Your humility is astounding, as always. So what can you tell me? Your job? Your childhood? Your life? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer.
No, it's all right.
I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine? Besides the obvious, of course.
I was in the Republic fleet that was destroyed over Terrace.
Terrace. It always seems to come back to Terrace for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. What did you do before that?
I was a scout for the Republic Armed Forces.
A life in the army. Not my career of choice, though. We Cathar cannot seem to adjust to regimented organizations like the military. But I have heard that it appeals to males of your species. Fighting, defending. That is what we as Jedi seem to be called upon to do. Perhaps we are not as unalike as I had previously thought. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize.
Let's see if there's anything else we can get out of this.
I have been watching you, and I cannot help but feel that you are becoming more distant. When we met, it was you that convinced me to turn away from the lure of the dark side. But now it seems that you are falling into the trap that had caught me.
Shut the... No, we won't say that. Juhani?
No, please. I must speak. When we first met, I looked at you with contempt. You were some insect sent by the Jedi Council to eliminate me. But you are more powerful than I ever would have thought. It seemed so easy for you to overcome me.
You are more of a challenge than you think. And if you join the dark side, you could be so much stronger.
I look, and I see you turning away from the code of the Jedi. I wonder if you can see it. I do not know. I fear that you may be starting to fall. I wonder if it started when you met me in that grove. I wonder if it could be my fault.
We each make our own choices, Juhani.
That is true. But still, I worry about the ones you make. But I have faith in you. I would follow you into battle with Malak himself. I will stand by your side.
All right. Anything else?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk. Some more.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Oh, nothing for now.
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
All right. Let's move on. Oh, do you smell that? Oh, what is that horrible... Oh, it's Karth. Oh, I had forgotten. So, take a bath, buddy. All right, Bastila, what's up?
How can I help?
Why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
It just seems odd that they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling that there's more going on than I know about.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I'm still not convinced. There's got to be something else going on.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
You're right. We should get back to the mission.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Take a look at the journal entry there. You've asked Bastila why the Jedi Council sent the two of you, neither fully trained, on this dangerous mission. Based on her answer, Bastila either has blind faith in the Council, or she simply prefers to avoid the question. Alright, time for Mr. Stinky Whiner over here. Let's see what he's got to say.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
It just seems to be more personal than that. That's all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I actually do, if that's all right with you.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
Sorry I didn't know, buddy.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
All right. So, what was she like, your wife?
She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. Now, I had planned on leaving soon to join her.
So what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Where's Karth? You've learned that Karth's wife and son were lost when Saul Karath led the Sith fleet against Karth's homeworld, making him swear vengeance on the man he once admired. Whether he will ever get a chance to make good on his oath remains to be seen. Well, I think that means we're done talking to Karth, but let's see if he has anything else.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nope.
You got it.
All right. That's everybody to talk to on our ship. Let's head back to Tatooine and drop off these tack glands that we got. Let's go ahead and do that. Where'd Tatooine go? Is that it? Yes. Let's travel. Goodbye, stinky Wookiees. Goodbye, weird flying creatures. Hello, space. We've missed you. Let's see if we can make it out. Oh.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
I'm no spaceship engineer, but I might recommend against randomly destroying your spaceship. Just saying. I'm all for the dark side, but on repair bills, that's just money out of the budget. Land on back down here. Alright. Even though Mission doesn't want to see him, we'll bring her along. And I think we'll bring... Oh. This is probably the long way around. I think we'll bring Jolie as well, because he doesn't judge us too much. So I'll bring you and you. Yes. Alright. I think Griff was over in the cantina? Oh, what's this?
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coatress?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check into it when we're on Manan next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
I want to know more about Alora. Where'd he go? Your friend vanished. Your friend is a dark wizard. Oh, scary. Alright. Head on through here to Anchorhead. And was he in the lodge or the cantina? I think he was in the cantina, which I think is way far away somewhere dumb. Oh, all the way over there. Let's get trucking. Trucking down to the cantina. Trucking down for Griff. Oh. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Sure. Let's speak to Jolie.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously. Tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a bantha.
You're avoiding the question.
So I am. Tell you what, when you get to be my age, you can go ahead and answer any question you like to. You have my permission. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
You're making all this up.
I am not. I've no need to make things up. With my poor memory and all. You just sit still and let me finish, damn it. Let's see. Oh, yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Did anybody else just see a Jawa come out, point, and then moonwalk off stage right? I hope I'm not the only one that saw that. And go on.
Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding, right?
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. change the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man. No. But how can you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Oh, lordy. Journal entry on there. Jolie Bindo. You and Jolie have talked a little about his past. You may continue the conversation with him in the future, perhaps once you have gained some more experience. Alright, let's get to that cantina. Is this it? Nope, that's the swoop racing. Oh, we should sell our swoop money. Oh my goodness, where is this place? There it is. Oh, that was stupid far. He better be in... This is the wrong building. We ran all the way here for nothing, folks. This is not where he was. Oh, I got a bad feeling he's back to the beginning. Come on. Where are we going? Oh, why are we not doing this? There we go. Get us there at least a little bit faster. Was he in the Zerka office? Yes. That might be it. There he is. Hey, Griff, what's up?
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
I'm not giving you the tech land until I see some credits, bud.
Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me. And Greta won't lend me any. It's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something. But you come through on this, and I promise you'll get a huge payday down the road. 3,000 credits. How's that sound?
Alright, here's the tech land. 3,000 credits.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
This wasn't my idea, Griff. If it was up to me, I'd let the exchange deal with you.
Jeez, sis, that's pretty harsh. Come on, I know things haven't been great between us, but when I corner the market on Torresian ale, I'll make things up to you.
Forget it, Griff. Don't you understand? It's too late. You're dead to me now. I don't want any more to do with you, ever.
Okay, that's the way you want it. But when I'm rich, you're gonna regret saying that. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
You know what? It's 200 credits. We can throw that at him.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works. Now, when you see your chance, you jump at it, huh? That's my motto. I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
Alright, so... Griff rushed off to brew up a batch of Torresian ale to deliver to his business connection. However, the credits he promised you haven't materialized yet. He did say you can meet him later in the Zerka supply shop on Tatooine to collect the debt. Well, let's go ahead and rush out of here then. And let's see if it considers leaving and going back in later enough. Or if we're going to have to come back again. You were supposed to have left by now, Griff. Oh, you bum. Let's try that one more time real quick here. Out. In. No Griff. Yep, so we're going to have to come back after our next big adventure. Let's head back to our ship. Yes, open the door. Good job, buddy. And we'll hop on back into our ship again. Well, that's everyone talked to. I think it is going to be time to make our way to a new planet. Let's see. Am I going? Yep. Oh, got lost again. Alright, what are our options here? We have not been to Manan, Korriban, or Yavin. Well, we got that data pad saying that we should go to Manan. That one friend of Jolie's is also in Manan, being held captive. I think that's where we'll head to. So let's go ahead and travel to Manan. Take off here. See if we can sneak out without being attacked again. Come on, sneaky ship. Come on, sneaky ship. Sneak away. Were we sneaky? This doesn't sound like the sneaky music. Oh, it is the sneaky music. Yes! I was worried we'd have to fight more starfighters. Was not looking forward to that. Ooh. Another vision.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like it was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Star map Manan. Manan is an ocean world covered completely by water. The only surface settlement on the planet is the constructed Atto city. Any ancient relics or ruins would probably be below the surface. Well, it looks like we have our job cut out for us here on Manan. We will begin searching for another piece of the star map on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, we hope to see you soon.